Hi, everybody. Welcome to the WTO. I'm Allie. You guys know me. All right. My dog is with us today. So, we talk a lot about hip mobility in the fitness center. We discuss it all the time, I feel like. And so, I'm going to do some hip mobility exercises with you guys today. So go ahead and take your right foot, if you can, put it over your left knee, and you're just going to open up your hip this way and just kind of let it relax. Hopefully you'll feel a little pull in your hip. It's very interesting how sometimes, like, if your leg is up, you barely feel anything. You just put it down like a half inch, and then it's like, whoa, I just felt something. So square those shoulders, lift that chest, and just relax here. This is a good feeling for those hips. And of course, proper posture is when you have your shoulders rolled back. So back and down. You'll hear that a lot in Group X, back and down. And lifting that chest and tucking in the core. And it sounds so simple, but we forget to sit like that with your bum all the way to the very back of your chair as well. So you're going to go ahead and switch and just keep that nice stretch. And I'm actually going to take this a step further to an actual meditation, a seated meditation, kind of the way that you sit when you meditate. And there's a half lotus and there's a full lotus. That's the term for how your legs are positioned when you sit in a pose to meditate. And meditation is very useful, even if it's 15, 20 minutes a day, just to clear your mind and refocus your energy. And I feel like we all need to refocus our energy at times, or even just maybe focus our energy at times. At least that goes for me very, very much. So just stretching that out, stretching that hip opener pose, paying attention to the shoulders, rolling the shoulders backward this way, rolling, rolling, rolling. Sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you just have to roll your head around too. Move your head side to side. And then I call it say no. So you're going to say no to the right, say no to the left. Breathing. Okay, and then side to side one more time. Tight muscles in the neck. So that way we don't have to go to a chiropractor and get realigned. That's a thing. I've never been to a chiropractor, but I spoke with a friend yesterday that went to a chiropractor and got snap, crackle, and popped back to place because she was out of alignment. Her back was bothering her, and she was hyper flexible in her back, but also very tense and probably having poor posture when doing exercises or sitting at a desk. How we avoid hypermobility is, we talked about that in one of our videos, hypermobility. Dustin and Morgan and I talked about it, and it was very interesting to me because we spoke about how when you're hypermobile or too flexible, you can actually develop a lot of pain. And the way to resolve being hypermobile is to actually strengthen the muscles around the area that's hypermobile. So if you tend to have hypermobile shoulders, it's going to be important that you strengthen your chest and that you strengthen your abdominal muscles. I also try to do a pull-up in the fitness center. I don't know if you guys have ever, I apologize, I'm talking a lot, but I'm doing exercises while I chat. I did a pull-up with, Dustin showed me how, and it was great, and which muscles to engage. And it occurred to me, I didn't think I could do pull-ups, but it's interesting when, I guess all of us should be able to do a pull-up. So yeah, so next time you go to the park, go ahead and pick cherries, you guys, lift. Try to climb that fireman pole. with just your shoulders and not using the monkey feet. Oh, it seemed very hard, very hard. We did it when we were kids, but then we got out of practice. You know, I apologize, you guys might not be able to see my fingertips, but I'm gonna stretch the back as well and then finish with the little meditation pose. So just keep on with that. And then of course, let's do our arm circles so that we can have toned arms. Let's tone up those arms. Woo! I'm at 12. If you're feeling your shoulders start to creep up, just be aware that they're creeping up to your ears and we don't want them there. Just politely bring them back down to where they should be and keep on going. And we are going to switch direction. So whoop, switch it back, going back. If you guys try to make your circles just a touch bigger, I'm at 10. And we're gonna go ahead and do about 10 more going this way. And I'm gonna have you guys stretch your shoulders and your back, and then we're gonna end in that meditation pose. All right, looking good, and good to go. And I'm gonna turn for you. And here's my back. Trying to have good posture and taking my left hand right here and putting my right hand above here. Now, my husband, for example, whenever I try to get him to do this, he gets upset with me because he's like, I can't. Like literally, his hand is here and here. So if you're like that too, no worries. I have a little bit of crazy hyperflexibility. So when you guys are in the shower, it's just a good idea for your shoulder rotation, shoulder mobility, for you to try to grab a washcloth and try to just kind of bring it closer, 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 closer. And the ultimate goal is this. And breathing. Then you're going to switch sides when you guys are ready. And again, if you're here and here, that's totally fine. No judgment on your flexibility, just that motion of reaching back with one and bringing this one back is good for the shoulder. And of course, I have a side that's less flexible than the other, and that's normal, and I'm sure that you guys will as well. Okay, so we're good. Wish I could see you guys do it. You'll have to let me know. You'll have to drop me a note in the chat and see if you're feeling more flexible, if your arms are feeling a little bit more. My shoulder looks funny. It's okay if it looks a little funny, no problem. I'm just gonna bring it back. My muscles, okay, like trapezoids. All right, so the next thing you're gonna do is put your feet about, I would say, hip distance apart, shoulder distance apart, and you're just gonna do a forward bend. So basically all it is your knees are nice and soft, not locked, also not bent, and you're gonna notice that you probably have a curve in your back just like I do. Just like, I don't wanna say that I have a hunch, but I have a little bit of a hunch when I try not to. My upper back rounds over, rounded shoulders. Especially like when I carry around my toddler, which I should not be carrying around my toddler because he's 5 years old and weighs 50 pounds. But it wears on your back after a while. I'm sure you guys carry heavy things, lift heavy things. Breathe in, breathe out. And of course, Rotation is really good for, spinal rotation is really good for our bodies. Any kind of rotation, really. We rotate a lot. During the day, imagine just getting up real fast here. You're in an office chair and you're like, you need to bend over to get something, go like this, going twisting. Twisting is just really something that it's a motion that we should be doing properly, and it keeps our spine nice and supple, nice and healthy. I'll do a hamstring stretch with you guys because, well, I did actually. Whenever I did the forward bend, it stretched your hamstrings, but I will stretch your hamstrings again, you know, because we sit at a desk, and so your hamstrings are going to become tight, your quads will become. So here, we'll go like this. Flex your toes, flex, flex. Feels good in the calf muscle too. Those get very tight. And I want to show you guys my socks. Okay, so go ahead and flex your feet. Flex that foot. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now, my little meditation piece. So you guys are going to sit kind of, you can sit like cross-legged anywhere in your home, just like this. And crisscross applesauce, as they say, and just roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, have a nice straight back, and just bring your energy in and relax. One thing you can do, and this is good for the hips, is you can put your ankle over your opposite thigh, and you're really going to notice a pull there. You're going to notice at first, you might think it won't feel good on the knee, but really what you're focusing on is the hips right now. And if it hurts the knee or hurts the ankle, you're just going to want to give your body a little time to ease into the position. So you're going to just kind of let your body adjust and relax. Stretching always feels good when you're tight, and I know it's easy to get tight. So this is really good. And then you guys are going to change legs for me here. And it doesn't have to be a fast process. And it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it's always a process. Anytime we're doing anything physical, we start at a certain spot and then we get better, we stay the same, we have goals. It's nice to have goals. We just have to persevere, I guess, right? And just keep on going, but enjoy the process as well. So bring our energy in. And breathe out. And the closing of the eyes is totally optional, just to relax. And of course, turning to the side, little rotation, spinal rotation, look over that shoulder. And switching. And that is amazing. All right. So let's stretch the quadriceps. And you guys are going to take one foot, hang on to something, and just stretch, stretch, stretch. We're going to take that stretch, deep, deep stretch. And we're gonna switch. Bring that foot into the glutes and square those hips. And that is amazing. So yes, thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your workday or day in general, and I will see you on Thursday at 1 for the next WTO. Thank you.